We live in a world that constantly tells us we need more. More gadgets, more clothes, more experiences. But do we really? It feels like our desires are an endless, churning machine, always producing a new list of things we believe will finally make us happy. We get the new phone and for a moment we feel a thrill, but soon, a newer model comes out and the feeling fades. We start wanting again. This cycle is exhausting. It keeps us on a treadmill, always chasing the next thing, rarely stopping to appreciate what we already possess. It makes you wonder if getting off the treadmill is the real secret to happiness. This constant chase raises a big question. What if the key to a happier life isn't about getting more, but about wanting less? It sounds simple, but it goes against everything we are taught. We are encouraged to dream big, to reach for the stars, and often, those dreams are tied to material things. A bigger house, a faster car, a more exotic vacation. These goals are not bad in themselves, but they can become a trap. They can distract us from the simple, everyday joys that are already all around us, waiting to be noticed. The real challenge is to quiet the noise of wanting and listen to what our lives truly need. Our homes are often a reflection of this endless desire. Closets overflow with clothes we barely wear. Kitchen cabinets are stuffed with gadgets we used once. Garages become storage units for things we can't let go of but have no real use for. Each item represents a past desire, a momentary belief that this one thing would improve our lives in a significant way. But now, they just take up space, both physically and mentally. This clutter can be a heavy weight, a constant reminder of unfulfilled promises of happiness and money spent on fleeting wants. So I decided to try an experiment. A week of living with less, a minimalism challenge. The goal was not to get rid of everything, but to become more aware of my own patterns of wanting. I wanted to understand the difference between what I truly needed to live a good life and what I simply desired because I saw it somewhere. It was a week of paying close attention, of asking why before I bought anything or even wished for something. It was a journey to see if less could truly be more, and if a quieter life with fewer things could actually be a richer one. The first step in this journey is understanding the fundamental difference between needs and desires. Needs are the absolute essentials for survival and well-being. Think of them as the foundation of your life. We need food to nourish our bodies, water to stay hydrated, and shelter to protect us from the elements. We also have needs for safety, for connection with other people, and for a sense of purpose. These are universal. No matter where you live or who you are, these basic requirements for a healthy existence remain the same. Fulfilling them is not a luxury. It is a necessity for a stable and secure life. Desires, on the other hand, are our wants. They are the things that we would like to have, but are not essential for our survival. A desire might be for a specific brand of coffee, the latest smartphone, or a designer handbag. These are the extras, the toppings on the sundae of life. They are often shaped by our personality, our culture, and what we see around us. While there is nothing inherently wrong with having desires, the problems begin when we start confusing them with our needs. We might feel like we need a new car when our current one works just fine. This confusion is where unhappiness often takes root. Think about it like this. You need shoes to protect your feet. That is a need. But desiring a specific pair of expensive, trendy sneakers is a want. The shoes fulfill the need, but the brand and style are born from desire. The same goes for food. You need to eat to live. But wanting to eat at a fancy, exclusive restaurant every night is a desire. It's easy to see how the lines can get blurry. We are told through clever marketing that our wants are actually needs, that we won't be complete, successful, or loved without them. Learning to see that line clearly is a superpower. During my week of minimalism, I kept a small notebook. Every time I felt a strong urge to buy something, I wrote it down. Then, I asked myself a simple question. Is this a need or a desire? Most of the time, the answer was crystal clear. I did not need another scented candle, no matter how lovely it smelled. I did not need to order takeout just because I was bored. This simple act of pausing and questioning created a space between the impulse and the action. It helped me see how many of my daily needs were actually just fleeting desires in disguise. We are not born with a desire for a fast fashion wardrobe or the newest gaming console. These wants are learned. They are carefully planted in our minds by the world around us, especially through advertisements and social media. Every day, we are bombarded with thousands of messages. These messages are designed to make us feel like we are lacking something. Ads show us impossibly happy people whose lives are seemingly perfect, all thanks to a certain product. They create an association in our minds. Buy this, and you will be happy, beautiful, or successful. And it works, tapping into our deep human need for belonging and acceptance. Social media has amplified this effect 1,000 times over. We scroll through feeds filled with curated images of our friends and influencers' lives. We see their beautiful homes, their exotic travels, and their perfect families. It's easy to forget that we are only seeing a highlight reel, not the messy reality of everyday life. This constant comparison can create a powerful sense of envy and inadequacy. We start to believe that we need what they have to feel good about our own lives. The desire for a new kitchen or a trip to Bali isn't just a simple want. It becomes tangled up with our desire to keep up and measure up. Culture also plays a massive role in shaping what we want. In some societies, success is measured by the size of your house or the price of your car. These cultural symbols of status become things that people strive for, believing they are essential milestones for a good life. We absorb these values from our families, our communities, and the media we consume. We might not even realize that our desires are not entirely our own. They are often echoes of the cultural expectations that have been whispered to us our entire lives. Challenging these desires means challenging the very definition of success we have been taught. This constant pressure makes it difficult to hear our own inner voice. It is hard to know what we truly want when we are surrounded by the deafening noise of what everyone else seems to have and want. The week of minimalism was like turning down the volume on the outside world. By consciously avoiding impulse shopping and endless scrolling, I started to disconnect from that machine of manufactured desire. It was about creating a quiet space where I could begin to figure out what a happy and meaningful life looked like for me, independent of the latest trends or my neighbor's new car. The most surprising discovery from my week-long experiment was this. Having our basic needs met is the foundation of happiness. But once that foundation is secure, more things do not necessarily lead to more joy. Research in psychology backs this up. Studies have shown that once people earn enough money to cover their essential needs and have some financial security, more income doesn't significantly increase their day-to-day happiness. A person earning $1 million a year is not necessarily 10 times happier than someone earning 100,000. The frantic pursuit of more wealth and more stuff often leads to more stress, not more contentment. Confusing our wants with our needs can actively make us unhappy. When we believe we need that promotion or that luxury car to be happy, we set ourselves up for disappointment. We pin our well-being on an external thing. If we get it, the happiness is often temporary. If we don't get it, we feel like a failure. This creates a fragile sense of self-worth that is dependent on things outside of our control. True, lasting happiness comes from within. It is found in our relationships, our passions, our gratitude, and our sense of purpose, things that cannot be bought. The antidote to this endless cycle of wanting is mindfulness. It's the practice of being fully present in the moment without judgment. When you are mindful, you notice the simple pleasures that are already here. The warmth of the sun on your skin, the taste of your morning coffee, a good conversation with a friend. These moments are the true building blocks of a happy life. Wanting more pulls us out of the present. It makes us live in a future where we imagine we will finally be happy once we get the next thing. Mindfulness brings us back to the here and now, where life is actually happening. Ultimately, this journey is about redefining what it means to live a rich life. It's not about how much you have, but how much you enjoy. It's about shifting your focus from accumulating possessions to cultivating experiences and relationships. It's about finding the freedom that comes from realizing you already have enough. As you move forward, I encourage you to look at your own life and the things you are chasing. Take a moment to pause and ask yourself a simple yet powerful question. Are you building a life based on what you truly need, or are you just collecting an endless list of desires?